Hey Leo, we're here for your weekly tarot love reading May 26th through to June 1st. This is for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, and for any of you lovely cross watchers dealing with a Leo romantically. Now, please keep in mind, Leo, it is a general reading today, so it may or may not resonate, and you're always welcome to take what works and leave the rest. And just a quick reminder that if you would like to get a personal reading, I do offer those through Etsy, and the link is in the description box below the video. So we're going to jump right into it today, Leo, and we're going to see what could be coming toward my lovely lions in love for this week. Happy start of June. I cannot believe we're getting to 6 months into the year, Leo. So here we are. Let's see what's coming up in love. First message coming out today for Leo says the snake, competition and enemy, the other woman, and looking over your shoulder. Uh-oh. So this is some heavy energy, Leo, okay? It definitely suggests that there could be something shady going on in your love life. There could be somebody who's competing with you. There could be some sort of third-party situation. There's a little bit of energy here of like looking over your shoulder, wondering if something's going on. Maybe there's a situation that's even kind of going on behind your back and perhaps you don't have the full information yet. Tell me more about what could be coming toward Leo for this week, please. Not today. Boundaries and hurt, avoiding conversation, not dealing, and upset. Okay, this is huge blocking energy, Leo. So there's kind of like two things that I feel are going on here. The first one is I kind of feel like you're trying to set some sort of boundaries in your love life. But on the other hand, I also feel like you're trying to get some answers and the person who you're trying to get answers from is not cooperating. It's almost like you can see, right? There's a hand that's being put up. And it's like, if you try to talk to your person, if you try to figure out what's going on, they're not really talking. They're avoiding the conversation. And so I get the sense that there's a really kind of messy dynamic here where perhaps you suspect that something's going on with your person. Maybe you try to address it with them. Maybe you're trying to set some boundaries with them. But I also feel like the message not today is also saying that you might not be getting the answers that you need. Your person is continuing to avoid conversations. They're not wanting to talk. They're not wanting to move forward. Tell me more about what could be coming toward Leo this week. Wow, this is heavy energy this week, you guys. So we have got the Death card. The relationship is over, no second chances, growing and transforming. What's dead is dead. I always say to you, whenever I get this card, it's pretty intense. And honestly, what I'm getting here, Leo, is somebody who is completely fed up with the bullshit. Somebody who is completely fed up with the game playing. And so this week does have the capacity to be really emotionally intense, Leo, because I don't know. It's kind of a specific message. As always, take it or leave it if it resonates. But I feel for those of you who are connecting with the energy this week, you're probably in a really emotionally heavy situation in your love life. You probably suspect that something not good is going on. We talked about what that could be, maybe a third-party situation, something going on behind your back. You're trying to get answers, but it looks like you're dealing with somebody this week who is continuing to be vague and unresponsive in terms of answering the questions that you have. And it's kind of like you're getting to the point where you're like, enough is enough. Like, I can't move forward if you're not going to give me the answers that I need. So I feel the two of you are potentially locked in this really intense kind of conflict and tension this week as you're trying to navigate this situation. So definitely heavy energy for this week, Leo. Here's what we're going to do for the rest of the reading. Let's look at this person and let's look at you. So we're going to look at their overall energy, what they could be feeling and what actions they could be taking. I will look at the same thing for you, Leo, and then we'll look at the potential outcomes. So let's get into it. Tell me about this person who Leo is involved with, please. First message coming out today. My goodness, Leo. The tarot is really on top of it. It's like, I know the overall energy was tough. Let me just back it up with the first card here. So we have got the Seven of Swords. If you're familiar with the tarot, you know that this is not a great card to get in a love reading, Leo. The Seven of Swords is what we typically call the thief of the tarot. So what does this represent? And again, I want to highlight, this is the first card for your person. So this is your person's energy specifically. What this highlights is somebody potentially sneaking around, somebody potentially being dishonest, not being open, hiding things from you, all those kind of crazy shenanigans, okay? And we already saw that within the overall energy because remember, the first message for this week was the snake. And so right off the bat, it looks like your person is hiding something. It almost looks like they're trying to get away with something here, Leo. So the Seven of Swords is really, really warning you and really cautioning you and saying, look, Leo, there's probably something up here. Tell me more about this person's energy for this week, please. Wow. This reading is intense, you guys. Three of Swords. Okay. Three of Swords. Sometimes, side note, sometimes I do these readings, Leo, and I'm like, you know what? I hope nobody resonates with this energy because this is tough. So like, I hope nobody's going through this, although I know that this is a reality that happens sometimes. So what is the Three of Swords? Just look at the imagery. It is heartbreak. Like literally, look at this, okay? For those of you who are just listening, I'm holding up the card. It shows a person, and in their heart, there are three swords that are sticking out of their heart. What this tells me is that this person is causing emotional pain. This person is causing heartbreak. Through their shady behavior, with that Seven of Swords here, Leo, they are causing a heartbreaking situation here. It's really, really heavy energy. Whew. Tell me more, please, about this person's energy for this week. The Justice card. I don't know, you guys. So first things first, let's talk about it. I feel like the Justice card showing up, it's Libra energy. It's obviously a very strong indicator that your person has done some sort of injustice to you, okay? We know that. We've seen it. So I feel like the Justice card is saying, you know, they did you dirty, all right, Leo? They did you wrong. There's some sort of injustice. I mean, I feel that this is maybe somebody who has a bit of a pattern of hurting you and then coming back around and being like, oh, just forgive me. It's not really a big deal. There could be a little bit of that energy. I feel like it's kind of 50-50. I feel for some of you, if I'm being honest, you never get an apology from this person. And then for like some of you, they come back around after they've really hurt you and they're like, but I'm sorry, so it's all good, right? And you're like, no, that's not cool. Okay, so that's really tough. Tell me what this person could be feeling this week. All right, weird, the Sun. Okay, so this is Leo energy. Maybe some of you guys are dealing with a Leo romantically. I gotta say, you guys, this card is so different than every other card that I've pulled so far today. The Sun, as I usually talk to you about it, is the happiest card within the tarot, in my opinion. It's about love, it's about blessings, it's about joy, it's about gratitude. Does that seem to fit with anything that we've talked about so far in the reading today? No, it just doesn't, Leo. That's the hard truth. So I kind of feel like your person's living in a little bit of a la-la land, like just pretending everything's okay, pretending everything's happy, pretending everything's good, and it definitely is not. Tell me more about what this person could be feeling this week, please. Page of Cups. I sigh, Leo. Okay, so the Page of Cups is water energy. It tends to indicate somebody coming in with an emotional confession. So this is Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy. This is so odd to me, but not really. The reason is because it really looks like your person has done some shitty stuff, okay? We have clearly seen that in the Oracle energy and in your person's overall energy for this week. But now all of a sudden, it kind of looks like they're coming around, making some sort of emotional offer. And this is the thing. I wonder if this is what they do. It's like they hurt you and they mess up really badly and then they try to pull you back in, okay? And I wonder a little bit too, Leo, with this Death card is maybe what happens is you get fed up and you're like, that's it. I'm done. This is over. I'm not playing these games anymore. But then as soon as you do that, then your person tries to win you back because they don't want to lose, you know? I'm getting a little bit of the vibe of somebody who doesn't like to lose. So if you end up standing up for yourself and setting a hard boundary, all of a sudden they're like, no, Leo, I love you. Let me make you happy. You know, I'm sorry. Let's move forward. Tell me more about what they could be feeling, please. And then the Star, Aquarian energy. Let me fix it. You know, let's make everything better. This is tough, you guys. Like, this person could be coming back around, apologizing. I don't know you guys though, but you can't forget all the other stuff that went on. You know what I mean? I guess I just want to say I'd be cautious with this. Whenever I see really, really tough energy and then all of a sudden somebody's like all happy and loving, I'm like, how did we get there though? Like, how did we go from this really heavy energy of the snake not today, and the death card. Like, how did we go from this, Leo, to all of a sudden somebody being like, no, I love you, it's all great, like, let's just heal this and move forward? The kind of pain that we're seeing here is not something that somebody gets over overnight, you know? Like, this is something that takes time to repair. This is not something that you can just ignore and pretend like it's okay. And I kind of feel like your person's doing that. Like, don't forget, you guys, we had the Seven of Swords and the Three of Swords. I'm just highlighting this because these are very problematic energies. So I just feel like your person could mess up big time, and then you try to address it. They don't really answer your questions, and then you set a boundary and you try to walk away, and then all of a sudden they're trying to win you back. Let's see what actions they're taking this week. Love bombing you. Let's just say that. Knight of Cups. This is very narcissistic energy. I'm not saying you're dealing with like a full-blown narcissist here, Leo. Maybe they've got some of those traits. Maybe they're emotionally immature. But this to me is love bombing. So for those of you who are not familiar with that term, it's kind of like these really big displays of love and, you know, giving gifts and like being super romantic, but it's kind of a way to like pull us in, right? And so I feel like your person does this. It's like they mess up big time and then they come back with these lavish displays of love and affection to kind of distract from the fact that there's some major issues that are going on here. It's almost like they don't want you to look at the issue. So they're like, look over here, Leo, look at here. I got a bouquet of flowers for you. You want this bouquet of roses? Let's forget the issues over here. Look over here. It feels like a distractor. Okay, tell me what other actions they could be taking this week. Three of Cups. Guess what that is? A third-party situation. We saw in the first card, it said, you know, the other woman, the other person, right? Guess what the other person is? A third party. What this makes me feel, Leo, I'm so sassy today, you guys. Okay, what this makes me feel is like they come in, they love bomb you. They're like, no, I love you, Leo. I want to be with you. But guess what? It looks like the third party's still here. Okay. What other actions could they be taking this week? Four of Cups. Great. We love that. I'm being sarcastic. I feel like I just want to roll my eyes. I'm so sassy this reading, Leo. So what is the Four of Cups? Somebody's shutting down emotionally, putting up a wall, shutting you out. So they come in with that Knight of Cups, all romantic, trying to win you back. And then what? They shut down emotionally. They get involved with their third party. I would just be very careful. That's all I could say, Leo. Like, it's a general reading, so how this plays out could be different for each of you. But the energy generally is proceed with caution. That's what I would say when I look at this person. Let's look at you. Tell me about Leo's energy for this week, please. Ten of Cups. My goodness, Leo. My poor lovely Leos. I think you're just looking for your happily ever after. I gotta be honest. Personally, this is not a tarot thing. This is just based on what I've seen. I don't know if this is the person who's gonna give it to you, Leo. You might have to let go of the fact that maybe you thought this person could be your happily ever after, but maybe they're not. Tell me more about Leo's energy for this week. Seven of Pentacles. I think you've been very patient with this person. I suspect, Leo, if you're connecting with the energy, this has probably been going on for a bit. I think things have been rocky for a while. I think you've been trying to be patient with the process, but do they deserve it? It's maybe a question to ask yourself. Another thing too is patience has its limits. Even the most patient person, I think, has a point where they're like, okay, that's enough. That's enough of that. Tell me more about Leo's energy for this week, please. The Empress. What I see here, Leo, because you've got the Ten of Cups and the Empress, there is a strong energy here of wanting to settle down, perhaps start a family with somebody and have that happily ever after. It definitely looks to me like that's what you're craving, that's what you're desiring, and that's what you're hoping for. Unfortunately, I didn't really see that when we looked at your person's energy. And it's tough because maybe you're at a place in your life where you're like, I'm so ready to settle down. And then you met this person and you're like, okay, this is good. You know, this is going to be my happily ever after. But sometimes we have to revise that. Sometimes we have to look at it and be like, you know, I thought they could be my happily ever after, but now their actions are showing me otherwise. Maybe there's someone better. Tell me what Leo could be feeling this week, please. Oh, wow. Okay. A lot of cards here, Leo, showing that you want stability. 10 of Pentacles is what I just pulled. Oh my goodness, you guys, you really want love. I think, honestly, this reading to me is about giving it to the right person, like giving your heart and giving your love to the person who can also reciprocate that. And asking yourself if this person is able to do that. Tell me more about what Leo could be feeling. King of Wands. Well, I think this is a good thing. I mean, this is your energy, Leo, right? So what I'm kind of hoping is that you're stepping into your confidence. And here's what I'll say about confidence, because the King of Wands is super confident. A confident person is not going to settle for less than they deserve. So I almost feel like there's a bit of energy here with the King of Wands about recognizing your value and recognizing your worth. Tell me more about what Leo could be feeling this week. King of Pentacles, okay? That's some pretty strong energy. We've got 2 kings showing up for you, okay? Now, obviously you're not an earth sign, but I kind of feel like you could be embodying the characteristics of the King of Pentacles, where it's like getting stable, getting grounded, looking at this situation from a grounded perspective, not making an emotional decision, but making a clear-headed, grounded decision about what you want to do here from a place of confidence, from a place of knowing what you deserve. Tell me what actions Leo could be taking this week. Okay. It's tough. 4 of Pentacles. 4 of Pentacles does tend to show up when we're holding on to something. And we already saw that you've probably been quite patient with this person, Leo. I do think you've been holding out hope that they could, I don't know, grow up, be the person you need them to be. The trick with the 4 of Pentacles, though, is that it does show us holding on, but there's a message in the 4 of Pentacles that says, but you need to ask yourself if you should be holding on to this. Is this something you should be holding on to? Or is it something to let go of? Because sometimes the 4 of Pentacles can represent holding on to something that's no longer good for us. Tell me what other actions Leo could be taking this week. 10 of Swords. This is definitely indicating that you feel betrayed by this person. We've already talked about some shady shit that could have happened. I mean, there's obviously a lot of emotional pain here. We've talked about that as well, Leo. So I feel like a lot has gone down. You might even be feeling very emotionally overwhelmed by everything. And this week you're like trying to get your head straight because you're like, it's a lot. It feels so emotional. It feels so intense, right? Tell me more about what actions Leo could be taking this week, please. And then the Knight of Swords. Knight of Swords is an energy of charging forward, moving forward. So there is going to be some momentum coming in. I do think you're going to be taking some action. Maybe you're trying to get clarity. Maybe you're trying to ask questions to your person. But like I said, I think if you're doing that this week, you're getting this. You're getting like the hand in the face, right? I think your person is not really going to be willing to answer questions until they're at the point that they think you're going to walk away. And then at that point, that's when I think they swoop in and they try to win you back. But it feels like a game, you know? And I always say this too, when somebody comes around and they want to get us back, ask yourself, what are their intentions here? Are they back because they want to give you the happily ever after? Or are they back because they don't like losing? So moment of truth, Leo, let's see what the potential outcome is here. The High Priestess. This is just saying trust your gut. Let's get 2 more cards. What is the potential outcome here? Queen of Swords, clarity, seeing the truth. Tell me what the potential outcome is here. Ace of Cups. You know what this is. It's new love, you guys. I feel like the outcome here is saying that you're going to check in with your intuition. You're going to ask questions and you're going to see the truth of what you're dealing with here. Now, following the Queen of Swords is the Ace of Cups. And what the message I'm getting here is like the truth will set you free, right? I feel like this week could be a very powerful moment for you to finally see the truth of what you're dealing with this person. And guess what comes after you seeing the truth? New love, right? So to me, this does indicate that things are probably over or going to be over between the 2 of you soon. And the reason I think that could be happening is because whatever's going on between the 2 of you this week is giving you the clarity that you need to see the truth of this person and their behavior. And I think that Ace of Cups is a really strong indicator that you don't want to stay in this situation. You want to walk away with that Ace of Cups and find someone new who can actually give you what you want. So even though the energy is quite challenging for this week, this is a moment for you to see the truth. This is a moment for you to empower yourself and to raise those standards, Leo, and to be like, you know what? if this person is not able to give me what I deserve, I'm not going to settle, and I'm going to trust that there is someone better who will be able to do that for me. Okay? So that's what I see for you, Leo. If you enjoyed this reading, if it resonated, you know what to do. Give me a big thumbs up, hit that subscribe button and notification bell. If you'd like to get a personal reading, I do offer those through Etsy, and the link is in the description box below the video. Of course, I wish you love and I wish you happiness, Leo, and we'll talk soon. Bye, guys.